So, one of my favorite content creators said that you cannot be a baby girl and make real money. And I was like, that girl is the truth. And honestly, I think I understood what she meant. And the way I interpreted it is this: you cannot live full soft life, maintenance cost, trip to Zanzibar, European summer there, Thailand there, brunches every week, life on aesthetics, and impulse spending left, right, and center, designer bags here, designer shoes there, and build full wealth. I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. Yes, you can do all of that and still build wealth. That's true. For some people whose income is big enough to stretch for that. And I think that the modern day social media frenzy has kind of skewed our minds on on our finances, which is why at least I believe this content creator came back to say you cannot live soft life and build real wealth. No, you can't keep spending, and there's nothing that you're going to put in your pension. There's nothing you're going to put in your investment portfolio, and all of those things. And I agree with that. This is not anti soft life. This is not anti enjoy yourself. You only have one life to live. And honestly, I think this content creator is touching on something that many women feel, but they just don't know how to articulate, or they just don't want to say it out loud. And this is because social media has blurred a lot of financial realities together. So right now, the problem is in the aesthetics. It's not the soft life. It's not the baby girl, whatever it is. I know the terms have changed, but millennial don't know that. I haven't kept up, okay? But right now, that's not the issue. The issue is multiple financial situations are being merged into one. So you've got so many people who think they can live the lifestyle of someone they see online, but they do not have the money. So let's break it down properly. Category one is women who built it. There are women out there who genuinely worked for this lifestyle. They have a business, they have a high paying job, they have been saving and investing for years, they have multiple streams of income. They didn't start at soft life, they arrived at it. So there was a time their life was hard, and then they got to soft life. And when they post their lifestyle online, you're seeing a snapshot. You're not seeing the life behind what created this aesthetic. And I'm not even gonna lie, I've been a victim myself, where I have seen someone, I'm like, oh, they're my age, they're doing this and doing that. Like, what did I do? And then I realized that no, actually, when I was in uni, this person started a business. You know what I mean? And I can't compare myself to them. So category two of women are inherited or partnered wealth. Okay. There are women who are born into money or married money. So these are people who didn't really have to build that lifestyle from scratch. So if like they were born into money, they just kind of found themselves in it. So when they're presenting this lifestyle, like someone like Becca Bloom, which is presenting this lifestyle, you cannot feel envy or jealousy, or even feel like, oh, you've missed out in life. That's someone that it was not your call, okay? And then there are people who marry into money. There are women who look like they're living soft life financially, but they're not actually living it. This is where things get messy, and their soft life actually looks like overdrawn credit card, overdrafts, payment plans, lifestyle debts. It looks polished online, but in reality, it is stretched finances and trying to constantly catch up. And honestly, there is more to this category than people would like to admit. There are people who present a lifestyle who are not transparent about how it's being funded. And what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to moralize it or label it. But in reality, not everyone's lifestyle comes from a salary job, legit businesses, or even, legit sources of income. And because the real sources of funds behind them isn't transparent, people get fooled into thinking these are legit sources of income. They're not. What you would have to do might cost you morality and other things that you didn't think it would cost you. And here's the thing, here's what happens. This is why it's so important and why I broke down those categories. Is because a woman working a 9 to 5 or honest business is now comparing herself to multiple financial realities that are presenting themselves as the same thing. So everybody is living this nice aesthetic life, but what's behind it are all different streams. Do you get what I mean? Some of them legit, some of them not legit, some of them it was by them being born into it, some of them is them being married into it, some of them is truly hard work. And that's where pressure starts. You now start doubting yourself. Oh, my business, I started my business 2 weeks ago. You know, everybody is selling wig. Everybody is making millions from selling wig. Why is mine not doing? Now, that person that you're looking at that's making millions from selling wigs, that person has been in the business for 8 years. They might not even have been in the business for 8 years. They might have started last year. But that person's best friend is like Beyonce. Their godmother is like, I don't know, Diana Ross. They have access to clientele that you don't have access to. That's the problem. You've got people earning 20k, 30k, 40k, 50k, trying to keep up by doing beauty maintenance, eating out regularly, stay aesthetically, stay soft. But the problem is you're paying rent, you're paying bills, you have black tax, you have everything that those people do not have, and you're trying to keep up with them. On top of that, you also want to build a future. The accumulation of everything I've explained is where I agree with the original point. You cannot live baby girl lifestyle and build serious wealth. Because building serious wealth is not that it requires discipline per se. I mean, it does. But it's not restriction. Restriction and discipline are different. It requires your understanding where you are right now, what you actually want to get, not based on what people are saying, what you want and your financial future, and the kind of lifestyle you want to live right now while building that financial future, because you have to live right now, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie to you, of course, I'm not saying don't look good. Look at me. I look good on a budget, obviously. But you have to be real to yourself what you can afford. And I just want to say this. If your goal is to build wealth, you can't start with full consumption mode. You cannot live like you're already financially free while trying to build financial structure. By the way, soft life is not the enemy. The confusion around soft life is. So the question I'd like to leave you with is, what does soft life actually mean to you? Because online, soft life is expensive habits. But in reality, for a lot of women, soft life could mean no debt pressure, savings, peace with the money, stability, a clean home, control over your time, and the most important of all, not living in financial panic every month. Funny enough, when I speak to my clients, that version of soft life is what most people are actually trying to attain. So instead of asking, how do I live baby girl lifestyle? The real question is this. What does financial security look like for me personally? And this is what I want to leave you with. Soft life is not the starting point. It's the outcome structure.